This is the plaintiff, Jawahir Singh. He says he loaned his grandson, the defendant, money to buy a car and now can't get him to pay back the loan in full. He didn't do any harm to him and can't understand what the problem is. He's hoping the judge will have better luck and find out he's suing for $1,000, the amount he's still owed. This is the defendant, Chris Singh. He says he used to live with his grandfather until he was kicked out and he left the car with him. He really doesn't even know what the problem is because he did, in fact, pay off the car and has the signed check from the bank to prove it. He's accused of letting a granddad down.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff loaned his grandson money to buy a car and says the dude stiffed him. But the defendant says he paid in full and the plaintiff is just being unreasonable. It's the case of you ain't being grand at all.
Okay, Jawahir Singh, you are suing your grandson, Chris Singh, for $1,000, the balance of a loan you say he still owes you for a car that you loaned him the money for, or I guess took out the loan under your name?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, what happened?
Judge, sometime in 2008, my wife was in the hospital. So myself and my grandson went to the hospital to visit the wife. When we came out of the hospital and was walking toward our vehicle, we saw this car on the street have a sign for sale. So he told me that it's a Nissan Maxima. It looked like it's a good car. He said he liked the car, but he don't have money. So I said, okay, I can get the money for you, and we can get the car.
Where'd you get the money?
From the bank.
Did you have it in your bank account, or did you get a loan?
No, I have a credit card.
Okay.
So I said, well, he was using the credit card before.
Why was your grandson using your credit card?
I got the credit card, so I buy certain things from him when he came in this country, a TV and
okay. So he was just starting out here? And he had come from where?
From Guyana.
Okay, and so he's staying with you, and you're helping him get his start in this country.
Yes, so I write the check, and I got the $4,000 cash. I bring it and I give it to him.
Okay.
Eventually, we went and he bought the car, but the title was in my name. A couple of months after, I changed it and put it in his name. He was paying the bill every month. Eventually, he and the father have some problem, and he leave my home. He went to his girlfriend's home. He said that Grandpa...
Wait, he and the father had a problem?
Yes, his father was staying
living with you too?
Yes,
okay.
He and his father. He said, Grandpa, he's not going to stay here, that he's going from here. He leave, and he went by his girlfriend's home.
Okay.
Although he was there, he was still paying the bill. Every month, the bill comes. I call him. I said, Chris, so. He said, okay, Grandpa. He paid the bill online.
Okay.
Eventually, one day he called me and said, Grandpa, the car is giving a lot of problem. That he's going to sell the car and pay me off the money that he owe on the bill.
Okay.
Eventually, he did not pay me the money. He went and he bought a brand new car. When he bought the car, he was still paying the bill. Eventually, he stopped paying the bill.
How much has he paid? In total, how much has he paid?
Well, Judge, I can't say how much he paid, but there's a statement here that every month he pay about $60, $70. It depends, with the interest.
Okay. Can I see all the documents you have on this loan?
Here's it, sir.
What's going on?
When we saw the car, it was a nice car, and my grandfather asked me, do you want a car? I said, no, I don't have money right now to buy the car. I don't have a proper job. He said, no problem. He could get a car for me, and I can make monthly payments on the car. And they asked, every day they asked me to take them out of the place they want to go. So I said, okay, fine. I take them all over the place. And then now all of a sudden I have a girlfriend. They didn't like my girlfriend.
Why don't they like her?
I don't know. I asked them, what's the reason why I didn't like my girlfriend? They just tell me.
Who's the girlfriend?
She's right
lovely. What was the reason they didn't like her?
I didn't know. They said they don't want my girlfriend to come back here at all. I said, okay, no problem.
Maybe they just thought she was hanging around the house too much.
No, she was going to school. I didn't see her that much. I'm working.
Did you not like his girlfriend?
Judge, that is not true.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, and after that, I went one night to see my girlfriend, and he called me. They said, where's the car? I got the car in his name. And I said, I have the car. I'm by my girlfriend. They said, bring my car home. I said, no, I'm not bringing the car home.
At this point, you're still living with him?
Yes. So next thing you know, they showed up with the cop.
With the cops?
Yes, and they took the car away from me.
Okay. That was when?
That was 2008.
Okay. But then you got the car back.
Yeah.
How did you
And
get the car back?
2 days after, he called me and said, Chris, do you want a car back? I talked to my girlfriend. She said, okay, fine. I'm going to write him a check. And I asked him how much left on the payment. He said $3,000. My girlfriend write him a check for $3,000. He signed it and he cashed it.
Okay.
And
So
now-
does a $3,000 check say full and final payment?
Yeah.
Let me see. No, it doesn't. It just says car payment.
Car payment to Jawahir Singh.
Yes, yes. Clearly, this looks like you paid him $3,000. Did he pay you a chunk of $3,000 at
Yes,
one point?
Judge, yes.
Okay, so why would he pay you $3,000 if it wasn't to get rid of this debt?
But he still owe me $1,000. The rest of the money he was paying is for the TV and the computer that he has.
That was your
Did you
stuff.
owe him money for a TV and a computer?
No, that was his stuff. That's not my stuff.
Did you take it with you when you went to your girlfriend's?
No.
Did he take it with him when he went
He
to his
take the
girlfriend's?
computer and he leave the TV for his father.
Who are the other people there? That's girlfriend, and who are the other two?
My girlfriend and
Her
her
parents.
parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is your dad didn't come?
No, he couldn't come because they have a restraining order against him.
Wait,
They-
who has what?
They have a restraining order against my dad. They kicked him out of the house.
Who's they?
My grandfather and my 2 aunts and one of my aunt's husband. 4 of them have a restraining order against him. They kicked him out of the house. One day he was coming home from work. The cop just came and arrested him.
If your grandson stiffed you, would you sue him?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't zoom in.
But he's being disrespectful to you. Would you sue him?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Just that simple. I like the answer. Going inside the courtroom.
Look, I need to see something. I need to see some running statements for all these months since the time that he lived with you, to see some proof of, so you can point to me, this is his. You can't just pick a figure. You have to show it to me. I know that you loaned him $4,000. I also know that between the time that you wrote that check on May 30th of 08 and January 7th of 09, you were making payments because you told me he was. So I know he's paid this $3,000 check plus some other money. How are you going to prove the other money?
I don't have no proof of the other money because I trust my grandfather at that time, and I was paying him like $120 a month.
Did you ever make any payments after January 7th of 2009? That's the day of the check, the $3,000
No.
check. There's never any payments after.
No.
Come on up, girlfriend. How long you guys been together?
3 years.
When are you going to marry her?
Next year.
Okay, got a ring on it?
Yeah.
Good for you. All right.
Can I say something, Your Honor? What happened is that when they called him and said, you know, can you come take the car back? They said, Chris, please take the car back. We have no means, we have no way to pay it. So I told him, we do need the car, and we don't want to spite your grandfather. This is his flesh and blood. We don't want to do that, because I would never do that to my grandfather.
Why
So
don't they like you?
I have no idea. They used to like me, and that's not true that I used to go there all the time, because I work.
No, I was
full-time.
just asking if that was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why they don't like you. You
I
look
go to
perfectly
school
likable.
and I work.
I'm
So
sorry?
I go to school. I have.
I know.
an
Why didn't they like
education,
you?
And I work. So I have no idea. They never told me. He never told me. I just didn't care at
Okay.
the point. It's not relevant.
Okay.
But I told him, let's pay him the balance. And he signed the title over to us.
Yeah, you
which
signed
was
the
2
when
years
they
old.
paid the $3,000. You signed the title over, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so why should I 2.5 years later look at this and say you've still owed a bunch of money to this fellow?
Yes,
When you signed the title, you act like somebody who got paid off in full at that point.
When I hand over the title to him, because if he made an accident, somebody can sue me.
But that was
you know.
true the first 8 months too, and that didn't matter.
So he asked me for the title, if I can transfer the title and give him. I said
Right,
yes.
but what right would he have to ask for the title then when he wasn't getting the title the last 8 months? The only right he could possibly have is that he's now paid off the car with this big $3,000 payment. What do you think you paid in those 8 months?
About $900.
Okay. Do you have any statements to show what he was paying?
I don't get the statement since he
Okay,
moved
if he
out.
borrowed $4,000 and he paid you $3,000,
Yes.
and he paid payments from May until January,
Yeah.
then how would he owe you $1,000?
Due to the amount that he had for the TV and the computer that I bought for him.
The TV that stayed with you 2.5 years ago when he moved out, and the computer that we have a dispute about whether he took.
He
Come on up, parents of girlfriend. Switch places, please.
Chris came to my house because his grandfather and his family kicked him out.
And
He
then they
came
kicked
to
your
me-
dad out when?
Couple months ago.
Oh!
Because
Your
you see-
Honor, he came to me with just his clothing.
Wait a minute. So maybe that's why 2.5 years later there's this
Yes,
lawsuit.
yes,
We have a
exactly.
restraining order to show you.
I mean, he came to me. I wouldn't let him stay on the street. This is my daughter's, you know.
Your
so-
Honor, he has been nothing but the most wonderful person that my daughter have ever met. It's a pleasure having him in my house. He's done nothing wrong. I cannot understand why his family would do this to him. I've never seen
Well,
someone.
I mean, look, you don't really know what goes on behind
No,
closed doors.
no.
But when he came from his country, the person who fronted,
Yes.
at a minimum, fronted money to get him started was the grandfather.
I agree with you. And when he came,
See,
I said,
at first I thought that this is you know, because when I read the complaint, it sounded like your grandfather was a little crushed that, you know, he'd never done anything bad to you and he doesn't understand why it is that you won't talk to him. But now it turns out that the suspicious timing of this, which is 2.5 years after.
It's a family feud.
Yes,
and
exactly.
that it really has to do with your father and the problem that just happened between him and your father.
Right.
All right. I find that based on what has been presented in front of me, the signing over of the title, the fact that it is one lump sum check, the fact that it says car payment on the bottom, the fact that when this check was paid over, you not only turned the car back to him, but you signed the title over to him, that you have not been able to prove to me by a preponderance of the evidence that $1,000 is still owed. Aside from that, you also haven't brought me credit card receipts that show that $1,000 is still owed. I have no evidence of how much he ended up paying before this $3,000, but it sounds like it might have been pretty close to at least $800 to $900. And so I find in favor of the defendant in this case. That's my judgment.
Thank you.
Well, the plaintiff, the grandfather, comes out of the courtroom. What's your feeling about the outcome on this case, sir?
I don't believe that is right. What the decision what the judge made, because the statement showed quite clear that the $4,000 plus the $1,000-something he have, that he's responsible for.
Well, it seemed like the timing of your lawsuit was a little bit suspicious.
Suspicious in
Because
what
of
manner?
because of the problem you had with his father.
No, I didn't have no problem with his father, because the father behaved disorderly in the house. He grabbed a machete to chop my daughter, and the police arrested him.
It's sad to hear what's going on in the family. It's sad,
Yes, because he is alcoholic.
All right. Right around the corner, documents waiting for you over there.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Singh? All right, so step on in here, and all right, you all stand right over to the side next to him. But you have this smile on your face. What is it?
There's nothing.
Yes, it is. It's something.
I can't believe my grandfather was suing me for something like this, and I paid him for the car. When I was staying there, I was helping out each and every one of them in the house. I used to even help them pay the mortgage and buy grocery and stuff. And now they're gonna do this to me. They're nobody to me anymore. They're dead to me.
Why would he do it?
I don't know.
They don't
man.
work.
They don't
so
work. They don't do
basically
nothing.
it's like
Just to get money out of
Just
you?
to get money. Just to get money
they're
out of me.
hard up for money.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, once you make a deal, you can't change it just because the relationship deteriorates. If you make the deal, you are stuck, period.